All right, everyone, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and come into our comfortable seated positions and settle in. I'm going to silence my phone. I'm going to turn on my do not disturb. All right. So go ahead and let your hands come to your lap, palms down or palms up, depending on up if you need more energy, down if you're trying to get rid of excess energy. Sit here. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. See if you can feel your sit bones pressing into the ground. Maybe you need to wiggle a little bit side to side to find that pointy part. And then in your mind, press down, let your hips get heavy. Now sit up tall, lengthening your spine up to the ceiling. Reaching your crown of your head all the way up. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. You got here, so that was the hard part. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then let them melt down. Bring them back up and let them melt down. One more time, bring them back up and let them melt down. We're going to take 3 breaths in stillness at your own pace. So take a deep inhale and exhale. On your next breath, reach your arms out to the side and up overhead, letting your palms connect with each other. Breathe here, holding your arms up overhead. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, twist to the right. Bringing your left hand to your right knee, lengthen your spine, and then gently look over your right shoulder. Drop your right ear down and stretch through the left side of your neck and the top of your shoulder. And then reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Breathe here. And then twist to the left. Bringing your right hand to your left knee. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. Drop your left ear down. Nice stretch here. And then come back to center, reach your arms up. On your exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and then see if you can extend your fingers away, your knuckles away. If you can't interlace your fingers, go ahead and grab your elbows. Breathe in, maybe a little bit of a back bend here, and then exhale, fold forward, letting your spine round. Inhale, come back up. Release your fingers, bring them around to the front, interlace your fingers, flip your palms away from you, breathe in. And on your exhale, round your spine back. Inhale, release that, bring your hands back behind your back, other thumb on top. Interlace your fingers, see if the heels of your hands can touch, stretch your arms behind you, arch your back, gaze up at the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, reaching your knuckles up to the sky. Reach back up, release your fingers, interlace your hands in front of you, other thumb on top, flip your fingers, breathe in, and exhale, round. Nice. Inhale back on up. Make your way into your tabletop position. I had meant to play music tonight and I totally forgot. So line yourself up in your tabletop and go ahead and start some cat-cow. As you do your cat-cow on your own breath, inhaling as you open your chest, exhaling as you round. Inhale, exhale. Let's see if I can get this worked out. Reach your right leg back behind you and press into your right toes. Rocking back and forth over your right toes. Now lift that leg up behind you. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow. I'm coming right back to show you what we're doing. Right knee to right elbow. And now see if you can make a big circle, bringing your knee back up and forward. We're going to do 3 slow circles. Nice and slow. And then we're going to switch directions. Connecting the music turned out to be much easier than I anticipated. All right, last one here. Extend the right leg back behind you, keeping it lifted off the ground. And then extend the left arm out in front of you. Finding your balance here. Gaze straight down. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring your knee and elbow to meet in center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Lower your left hand down. Bring your right foot across over your left foot. You're going to rotate your left shin just a little bit and you're going to open up to the ceiling. Now with our arm up to the sky, we're going to open back a little bit. So this is a little bit of a back bend. Make sure that you're pressing down with your right foot. Might feel a little awkward. We're not trying to flip over or anything. What I'm trying to do is have you open these muscles in your chest and shoulder, the ones that you hunch over on your computer and your phone all the time. So really we want to see if we can move that arm back a little bit. And then bring your arm forward, making some big circles. And then come back to your cat-cow, to your tabletop. You can shake this out, so maybe do some cat-cows. Maybe you want to do a little side-to-side motion. And then reach your left foot behind you, rocking back and forth over your left toes. And now lift the left leg up, draw the left knee towards your left elbow, and then start a circle, reaching back, out to the side and front. Working through your hip joint. We'll do 3 in this direction, and then we'll go ahead and switch to the other direction. One more. And now extend your left leg back behind you at hip height. Reach your right arm forward. Find your balance. Lifting your belly button up to your spine. Nice and long. And now exhale, draw your knee and elbow to meet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, lengthen. One more, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, lengthen. So let your right hand come down. Bring your left leg across to the back and then rotate your right shin just a little bit. Peel your left arm up to the ceiling as you press your left foot into the ground. Now bring that left arm back a little bit. Seeing if you can find that stretch through your armpit. Make sure with your right hand that you're pressing down into your knuckles and your fingertips and you're not dumping too heavy into your wrist. And now make 3 big circles with your arm. 1. Ooh, I got some crackles going on. 2. And 3. Go ahead and come back to tabletop. Shake it out, cat-cow or side to side. And then curl your toes underneath you. Walk your hands back to your knees. See if you can sit back on your heels, stretching your toes out. None of us are walking around barefoot like we do in the summer. Give your feet a nice big stretch. One more breath here. And then walk your hands forward just past where they were before. So you can start to peel your hips up coming into your downward facing dog. Let your heels get heavy. Lift your hips up. Feel your spine get long. Take a breath here. And now slowly on a count of 4, we're going to roll forward into our high plank. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your plank. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, reaching your legs straight behind you. Hold here. And now we're going to go back to down dog. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your ears in between your biceps. Press into your fingertips, your knuckles, the outer edges of your palms. Make sure your pointer fingers are pointing forward. Let your heels get nice and heavy. Pull forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Think about pushing your hands into the ground like it's sand or mud. And then like you're twisting salsa jars open. Take one more breath here, and then slowly back to down dog. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We're going to do some leg circles from down dog. You could also do them from your forearms in a modified tabletop. So lift your right leg up behind you. And now bend your right knee. And now that same circle we did in tabletop. So circle 3 times forward, nice and slow. I want you to go slower than you want to. Nice, Annalise. And then switch direction. And one of the things while you're doing this is to see how much you can limit the movement of the rest of your body. And on your last one, extend your leg back up behind you. We're going to step our right foot to the outer edge of our right hand and then lower our left knee down, untuck our toes, coming into a lizard pose. If you have blocks, of course, you can put them underneath your hands. Otherwise, keep your hands or maybe even your fingertips so that you can lift up through your chest and find a bigger stretch through your inner thigh. Take a breath here. And now step back to downward facing dog. Put your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee. Big circle in one direction. You can pick whichever direction you want to start in. And now other way. One more. Extend your left leg up behind you. And now step your left foot to the outer side of your left hand. Lower your right knee, untuck your toes. Open your heart up. So lift up onto blocks or onto fingertips. Let your hips get heavy. Find a big stretch through the front of your hips. Nice. Plant your hands, curl your toes, step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your down dog out and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. So we're going to end up at the front of our mats in a forward fold. Bend your knees generously so you can lay your chest on your thighs and then reach for opposite elbows. Now really let your head go so that you can shake yes, shake no. Maybe do some undulations or figure eights. And now release your elbows, placing your hands on top of your feet. I want you to trace your fingertips up your legs as you slowly roll all the way up to stand. A little trick to make sure you slowly roll up. And then once you're standing at the top of your mat, roll your shoulders back. 1, 2, and 3 times. Roll them forward. 1, 2, 3. All right, let those hands hang heavy. Maybe you close your eyes, feel your feet connecting with your yoga mat, feel your big toe, your pinky toe, your heel, this tripod of each foot. And now inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your right foot back. Lower your right knee down, untuck your toes, reach your arms up. Press into your shin, feel a big stretch through the front of your right hip flexor. Exhale, hands down, curl your right toes under, step back to plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower chest and chin, untuck your toes, come into baby cobra. Pull your elbows back. Lower back down, curl your toes, make your way into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your left leg up behind you, step your left foot forward. Keep your right knee lifted this time. Stay here or lift your arms up for high lunge. Breathe here. Bring your fingertips down, step your right foot in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, your hands down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your left leg back. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes, reach your arms out and up. Let your hips get heavy. Feel the stretch through your left hip flexor this time. Really press down with that right foot for balance. Exhale your hands down, step back to plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower chest and chin, untuck the toes, baby cobra. Lower back down, curl your feet, make your way into downward facing dog. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Keep your left knee lifted this time. And either stay with your fingertips on the ground or reach your arms up. Breathe here. Exhale your hands down. Step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale your arms down by your side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your right foot back, lower your right knee, untuck your toes, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, twist to the left. Reach your arms away from each other. And then bring your left hand to meet your right thigh and reach your right arm up and back. Press down with your right shin for balance. Press down with your left foot. Engage your core. And then unwind, cartwheel your hands down. Curl your right toes under. Step back to plank. You can do knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, lower halfway down for chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Stay here with your fingertips on the ground or reach on up, high lunge. Square your hips to the front of your mat and then breathe open. Twist again to the left. Bring your left hand down to your right thigh. Reach your right arm up. A little more challenging with the right knee lifted. And then cartwheel down, step your right foot into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, slide your left foot back. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Reach your arms away from each other. And then let your right hand come down behind you. Reach your left arm up and back. Finding this revert twist. And now cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or halfway down. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Stay here on your fingertips or reach your arms up, high lunge. Open your arms, twist to the right. Drop your right arm, reach your left arm up and back. Inner thighs active. And then unwind, cartwheel down, step your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your arms all the way out and up, palms touch. Exhale, down by your side. We're gonna go through that one more time. Inhale, our arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the fingers, slide the right leg back. Lower the knee, untuck the toes, reach the arms up. One move. Exhale, small back bend. And open to the left. Inhale, exhale, reach back. As you unwind, cartwheel down, come into your plank position. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Put your left leg up behind you, step your left foot forward. Reach on up, high lunge. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, exhale, reach back. One more breath. Cartwheel your hands down, step your right foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale your hands down by your side. Last side, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your left foot back, lower your left knee. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hips forward. Twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Take one more breath here. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Stay here or inhale your arms up, high lunge. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. There you go. Inhale, left arm up, exhale backwards. One more breath. And then cartwheel forward, step your left foot up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, arms down by your side. Nice. Take a break. Feel your feet on the ground. Let your arms come down by your side. Maybe you gently look over each shoulder, stretching through your neck. Let the tension release from your shoulders. All right. Let's do some tree, some balancing. If you need the wall or a chair, go ahead and make your way in that direction. All right, I am going to try and mirror you. We'll see how that goes. So shift your weight into your right leg, peel your left heel up. Let's start here finding our balance. You can bring your hands to your waist as a good starting point, and now peel that left knee up. Find something to focus on and see if you can get your knee in line with your hip. Once you have your balance, open your knee out to the side. And then bring that foot to either your ankle, your calf, or go ahead and give it a little help to come above your kneecap. So just don't press right into that knee. Now, as you're pressing your left foot into your right leg, press your right foot into the ground. Now think about drawing up through your belly button, lengthening your tailbone down. Turn that knee out a little bit more. See if you can find some extra opening through this hip. Now let's bring our hands to heart center. And once you have the balance there, let them reach up to the sky. If you're feeling good here, maybe you can gaze up at the ceiling. All right, I got a little wind over here on my mat. Woo! And now bring your hands back to heart center. Bring your knee towards me. Flex your foot. Can you extend your legs straight out in front and find your balance? All right, let's see how fancy we can get tonight. Can we pendulum swing our leg all the way back and hinge forward into warrior three? I'm going to keep my hands at heart center. If you want to challenge your balance, bring them back behind you. If you really want to challenge your balance, reach your arms out in front. So you want to try and get your arms and your leg all on the same plane, parallel to the ground. One more breath here, and then we're going to come back to standing, 2 feet on the ground. Widen your stance and come into a little twist, little knocking on heaven's door, letting your hips swing, letting your arms swing, just letting all of that go, flushing it out. I got like a little tickle in my throat. Had it all day. All right, now let's come back to stand. Close your eyes, feel both feet in the floor. Big toe, pinky toe, heel, that tripod connection to the earth. Bring your hands to your waist, shift your weight into your right foot. Sorry, your left foot. I'm mirroring you. Feel your right heel up. Take a breath here. Lift your right knee up, seeing if you can get your thigh parallel with the ground. Now open the leg out to the right, and then bring your foot either to your ankle, your calf, or maybe with a little help to the thigh above the knee. Press your left leg into the sole of your right foot. Finding that tension will help you find your balance. Bring your hands to heart center. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Think about drawing your belly button up, opening your chest, lengthening your tailbone, gazing out 6-8 feet in front of you on the floor. If you're ready, extend your arms up to the ceiling. From here, you can experiment with your gaze. Maybe you can bring it straight out or even up to the sky a little bit. You can try closing one eye or closing both eyes, feeling the air and the space around you. All right, let's bring those hands back to heart center. Bring the knee towards me, flex your foot, extend the leg straight out. And now pendulum, slowly bring that leg out behind you, hinging, coming into a warrior three. Keep your hands at heart center or experiment reaching them out behind you, out to the side, pressing down your left big toe, your left pinky, your left heel, maybe even reaching those arms out in front. Take one more breath here, nice and long, and then come back to stand, both feet on the ground. Shake it out side to side. Pendulum, swing your arms. Whew, nice, everyone. All right, let's make our way to the front of our mat. Let's build a little bit of a yoga flow. We'll see how it goes. We'll go through it 2 or 3 times, depending on time. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. So knees, chest, chin. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. So float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee towards your nose. And then make space to bring your left foot up between your hands. You're in your low lunge. Turn your right foot down, press into the outer edge of your right toes, reach your arms up, coming into warrior one. Breathe here. And then open your arms out to the side, slowly bringing them behind you. Interlace your hands, right thumb on top. Open your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward. Reaching your knuckles up to the sky. And then pull yourself back up to warrior one. Open your heart. Exhale, fold forward again. Knuckles up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release your arms back on up. And then open into warrior two. Stay here in warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bend your left arm, place it on your thigh, reach your right arm up. See if you can drop your left hip a little bit more, reaching your right arm up closer to the sky. Reach your right arm over so that your right bicep and your right ear are touching. And then cartwheel yourself back up to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes towards the hallway. Reach your arms up overhead. Draw your hands into heart center. Generously press into the outer edges of your feet. Lift your thighs away from your kneecaps and then hinge forward into a forward fold. Once you're as far forward as your body will allow, release your hands to the floor. Maybe you can walk your fingertips so they're in line with your toes. Breathe here. Let your head hang heavy. Bring your hands back to your waist. And then engaging your core, lift yourself all the way back up to stand. Reach your arms out to either side. Turn your left toes to the front of your mat. Come back into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or down. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Active rest here. Take a child's pose if you need it. And now float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way up in between your hands. Turn your left heel down. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms out and up, warrior one. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, left thumb on top this time, and then open your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward, crown of the head to the floor, knuckles to the ceiling. Inhale, lift back up, open your heart. Exhale, hinge forward. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then open into your warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two, sit a little bit deeper. Bend your right arm, place your right arm on your right thigh, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Drop your hip, reach that arm straight up to the ceiling. And now bring your left bicep to your left ear. Breathe here. Come back up to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your toes to face the window. Bring your hands to heart center. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Lift your thighs away from your knees and hinge forward. Coming all the way down. Releasing your hands when you feel comfortable. Maybe you reach your arms back behind you. Breathe here. Legs straight. Thighs lifted away from your kneecaps. Feel a stretch through your hamstrings. And now bring your hands back to your waist. Pressing down, engage your core. If you need to soften your knees to lift up, to protect your lower back, go ahead and do that. Open your arms out to the side. Turn your right toes to the front of your mat. Bend back into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Find a small back bend. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here in your active rest. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot up in between your hands. Turn your right foot down. Reach your arms out and up, warrior one. Bring your hands behind your back, right thumb on top. Reach your knuckles down your leg. Open your heart to the ceiling. Exhale forward, humble warrior. Knuckles up to the ceiling. Using your knuckles and your arms, pull your heart back up. Release your grip, arms to the fingertips to the sky. Open into warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg this time, peaceful triangle. Come up into triangle, reaching towards me, and then bringing your left hand all the way down to your left ankle or shin or block, reaching your right arm up to the sky. Reach your right arm by your right ear. So right arm and right bicep, right ear are connected. Engage your core. Maybe you float your left arm up to frame your face. Come back up to stand, exit, melting into warrior two. Take a breath here. Peaceful warrior. And then from this peaceful warrior, cartwheel all the way down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Active rest. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Turn your left heel down, reach on up, warrior one. Exhale your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, left thumb on top, open your heart up to the ceiling. Exhale forward. Humble warrior. Pull your knuckles to lift yourself back up, release your grip, arms up to the ceiling. Open into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg, peaceful triangle. Reach your right fingertips forwards towards me, coming all the way into triangle. Right hand on ankle or calf, reach that left arm up. Connect your feet with the mat, access the strength of your inner thighs, and now reach that left arm towards me, bringing your left bicep to your left ear. Float that right arm up so you're framing your face, challenging your core. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, melt into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. And then cartwheel all the way down into plank position. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. All right. Float your right leg up behind you. Bring your right knee towards your right elbow, and then slide your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. So we're back in our lizard pose. It might feel a little different now. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Let your hips get heavy. Gaze out in front of you. Reach your right arm forward, up, and back. See if you can bend your left foot and make a connection with your right hand and your left toes. If you can't, it's okay. Pretend you can. Reach like you're thinking about it. Maybe it's like this, you're like, hi. Especially if it's been a while. And now release that. We're going to press both of our hands into the mat to create space to slide our right foot over to come into pigeon. So if you don't like pigeon this way, you can do pigeon on your back. Otherwise, your foot is bent. Sit up nice and tall, and then slowly come down onto your forearms. And then all the way down onto your forehead if that's available. Maybe you need to stack your hands. Maybe you have a block. Stretch your leg back behind you. Letting your right hip relax. Letting that space between your eyebrows relax. Unclench your jaw. I know you can do it. All right, go ahead and start to come back up onto your forearms. Coming all the way up, roll onto your right hip and swing your left leg all the way around and across. Sit up nice and tall. Hold onto your left knee with both hands. Give it a little pull. See if you can get a little bit taller. And now take your right hand, hook your right elbow on your left knee and swim your left arm behind you, coming into a twist. Gazing over your left shoulder. And now come all the way over to the right for a little counter twist. So we're going to swing our legs back behind us, making our way back into our downward facing dog or our tabletop or our kneeling position. We're going to float our left leg up behind us, step our left foot to the outside edge of our left hand, coming back into that lizard pose. Untuck your right toes. So if you have blocks or maybe you want to come down to your forearms if that's available. Otherwise, reach your left arm forward, up and back, and then bend your right leg and see if you can make a connection between your fingertips and your toes. It can be a grip, it can be a little tickle, it can be an idea of a connection. And now release that, pressing your hands into your mat so that you can slide your left foot over to come into pigeon. And if you don't like this way of coming into pigeon, take a downward dog, do whatever you need to do. Slide your right leg back behind you. And then slowly come down onto your forearms, maybe bringing your forehead all the way down. Maybe stacking your potatoes, your hands, your one potato, two potato. Release that tension between your eyebrows. Release the tension in your jaw. Maybe flutter your lips or let your tongue get loose inside your mouth. Reach your right leg a little bit further behind you. See if you can make sure it's straight. The shoelace portion is pressing down. Then start to come back up, coming onto your forearms. Rolling onto your left hip so you can slide your right leg all the way around. Hold on to your right knee with both hands interlaced. Sit up nice and tall. And now take your left arm and hook your elbow around your right knee and swing your right arm behind you. Look over your right shoulder to the back of the room. One more big slow breath here. And then on your exhale, come all the way over to the other side for a counter twist. Come back to center. Place both feet on the ground in front of you. Reach your arms out. We're going to slow roll down. Join me for the count of 10 or just do it on your own. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and slide your feet onto the mat. You should be able to tickle your heels with your fingertips. I want your feet to be parallel, your knees pointing up to the ceiling. We're going to take 2 bridge poses. So you can do a full bridge, or you can just stay here and extend your legs up to the ceiling for a supported version. All right, so palms are pressing down to the mat, and we're going to press our feet into the ground as we roll up 1 vertebra at a time, lifting our hips up to the ceiling. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back, shimmying your shoulders together. If you're reaching your legs up to the ceiling, maybe you flex your feet, let your toes get heavy as they track towards your face. One more breath here. Those in bridge, release. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Let your knees touch together, shimmy your feet to the edge of the mat, and pause. All right, bring your feet back, 1 more bridge. If you want to do a supported bridge, you can also just lay your hands underneath your hips. If you don't have a block, it can work the same way. Otherwise, press your hands down into the mat, peel yourself up 1 vertebra at a time, lifting your hips up to the ceiling, bringing your chest towards your chin and pointing your chin upwards. Breathe here. Interlace your fingers again behind your back if you so choose. Press your triceps into the mat, opening your heart up. And then release this, come all the way down. Open your feet to the edge of your mat. And then slowly windshield wiper your knees side to side. So I like this wider version of the windshield wiper. It gives you more of that L shape. Sometimes you can get a little bit deeper through your hips and through your waist. If you would like to, draw your knees into your armpits, connect with the outer edges of your feet, and make your way into a happy baby. Go ahead and hold on to your toes or your feet or your ankles and gently rock side to side. From this happy baby position, you have a few moments to take anything else that you may need that your body might be craving, and then make your way into your Shavasana. I'm going to come around with some lavender oil for Shavasana adjustments. If this is something you are not interested in, place 1 hand on your stomach, and I will know to give you your space. All right, when you're ready, extend your arms away from your body, extend your legs away from your body. Find a position where you think you can comfortably rest for the next few minutes. Let the back of your head get heavy. Let your shoulder blades get heavy. Let your hip bones get heavy. Let your heels get heavy. Relax and melt into the space that you're lying on. Feel like your body is being enveloped. Take a big inhale, breathe in, tighten, engage every muscle in your body. And then on your exhale, just let it all out and let it relax. Start to deepen your breath, feeling your lungs rise and fall as you breathe in deeper, longer. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Let your head gently rock side to side. Reach your arms up overhead, taking a big, long stretch. And then on your exhale, roll to one side, maybe curling yourself up. Taking a few breaths here on your side. And then when you're ready, slowly press yourself up to a seated position. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. If it's comfortable, close your eyes, soften your gaze. Notice your heartbeat, notice your breath. This is the life moving around inside of you. Acknowledge it. Thank yourself for taking the time to spend this hour moving your body, doing something just for you. And I thank you all for allowing me to lead you through this practice. Namaste.